I think I am. Okay. Let's see. Let me mute myself because I need to do that. All right. I don't know why it said I was going to be live in like 70 minutes. That's a lie. Mari determined that was a lie. Okay. Can y'all hear me good? It is hot. It is hot in this room. Whew. Not just because I'm in it. Jenny, what's up, Jenny? I can't. I have to say it like Forrest Gump would. You know what I'm saying? What's up, girl? What's up, Naomi? Who else is it? Harvest Moon. Hello. How are you? I am waiting on people to come on here so I can give my disclaimer because today's stories are gonna be disturbing. Okay. Okay. I'm also gonna be doing an unbagging. It's not a diamond painting. And I'm not going to tell you what it is until you stick around. Which, by the way, I'm doing a collaboration with them, which is amazing because it's a jewelry company. So, that is awesome, right? Let's see. Is this guy that weird acting dude? Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's not in the it's not in the name of the video. You know what I'm saying? I actually did the name of the video when I was at the pool with the family, so I kind of was like, doing it fast, quick, in a hurry. Net of Norway's DP journey. Hello. How are you doing today? Let's see. I remember this story. Yep, it's cray. And yes, I will be drinking a red again tonight because it makes it fun. Okay, I need at least 30 people in here. Hurry up, y'all. Get in. Hurry up. Get in. Nana, hey, how are you doing? I haven't seen you in a quick minute. All right, guys, I lost the bag to this one. I don't know what DMC that is. I don't care. So I'm just going to put this to the side and I'm going to just go ahead and go with a different one because that is what happens. Okay, let me see. Arrow down. I'm going to wait. While I wait, I'm going to read comments. While I read comments, I'm going to try to diamond paint. 152. Okay, what is that? Maybe I should not leave them all like this. Because I can't find anything. It's like, why would you do this, Ruby? You're so disorganized. 152. Where is that? Do I even have that in here? 150. Oh, here. It's right here. What is it? Let me see. Yep, it is. It was right here the whole time. I am blind. Guadalupe, hello. I'm drinking a wee bit of vodka with Diet Sunkist. That's great. You do you, girl. You do you, girl. Okay, so if you are new to my channel, I craft and do a whole bunch of other things like what so far I've done Scentsy, right? So if you came from the Scentsy Flyers page, hello, how are you doing? I do cuss in my videos and I don't care. What else? I do true crime stories on Friday nights. Yeah, that's about it. Okay. And FYI, I have another craft coming to you guys, but not yet. Not until I move to Oklahoma and have everything settled, okay? Because this craft is very, how would I say it? I don't know. It's cool though. So, it's going to be awesome. You guys, I have a lot of stuff coming into this channel that's going to blow your mind. And one of them I'm going to unbag today. So, I'm better today. So sorry I missed your live last night. How are you? So, oh, the uncrafted craft. I was like, wait, I went on last night? What the hell? Was I that drunk? Holy sh... What? Okay, let's see. Mele. Hello, Mele. Oh, yeah, she cusses a lot. Emphasis on lot. Let's see. Melly says, I'll be in and out, fixing to eat some water. In and out, girl. What do you... Whataburger. What a burger. It's disgusting. Let's see. Who is in here? Wendy. Did you say you were moving to Oklahoma? Yes, girl. I leave the island on the 27th of August. But I won't be in Oklahoma until September. Okay, because I'm going to visit family for like 45 days in Cali. And I'm going to vlog it. And guess what, guys? I'm going on a road trip. What? That's right. I'm not just going to California and vlogging. I'm going to Vegas. And I'm going to, what is it called? Shit. The Grand Canyon. Woo! And then I'm going to go to Oklahoma. So you guys are you're in for a ride. Let's see. I'm working on lurking. I gotta get some crocheting done. Diane, hey girl, how are you doing today? What are you crocheting? Let's see. Naomi says, oh Ruby, you were live swinging from a pole, mumbling something about an OnlyFans page. Oh God, you scared the shit out of me. I was like, hold on. Wait, I gotta go, guys. Delete. Ruby, I'm gonna wait to send my happy mail until you move. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, so when I get to Oklahoma, guess what, guys? I'm opening a P.O. box. Because, like, not that I don't trust you guys. You guys are not gonna come and kill me, you know, I know this. But, I have a lot of people now sending me stuff, and it's awesome. I love it. You guys are amazing. Oh my God, Canadian mail's it's the best, okay? But hubby says he'd be more comfortable if I had a P.O. box, so that's what's gonna go down. Let's see. That is a cool diamond painting. Ruby! Yes, it is double. Let me turn my light on real quick because I can't see shit now. It is double by, I don't know who, but it's by DIY Moon Shop, and it's amazing. It's freaky, and it's me, so. Let's see. Gotta be good for you. DP Journey says, gonna be good for you. Yes, I've always wanted to go to Vegas. I don't know if I'm gonna go and party. I think we're just gonna like go because we've never been there. Like it's gonna be on our way from, because we're road tripping it from California to Oklahoma. So we're not flying. So before I even started a YouTube, me and my husband used to like go everywhere, right? We used to road trip everywhere. Back home, like when we were in White Sands, we started road tripping, and we got here and we're just like, it takes 2 hours to go around this whole island, and it's not okay. We got like island fever, road trip fever. We're like, ooh. So we have to go on a road. We have to road trip because we miss it, right? So yeah, that's what's gonna go down. All right. Why is there only 25 people in here? Huh? What happened? Who else is going live right now? Who do I have to beat up? Anyone else? Anyone care to tell me who's on live right now that no one's in here? Huh? I need at least 40 people in here. Oh, Melly. Whoa. Dang, girl. What? Melly, thank you so much. Road trip funds. Thank you so much, Melly. I appreciate that. You have no idea how much I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Oh, girl. Girl. Love you, girl. Me just joining. Hi, everyone. Angie Abrams. Hello. Harvest Moon is like, hurry up, get to the fucking story, bitch. And she's like, knife. Again, thank you, Melly. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I love when you guys support me. You don't have to do it, but when you do, it's like fucking brain splatter everywhere, okay? And yes, I get really nitty gritty with the true crime talk because this is a true crime day. Friday nights are my true crime days, so if I say weird shit, don't get scared and run off, okay? Okay. Brain splatter everywhere. Ugh. Let's see. Okay. Welcome to Friday night True Crime Time Live. I am your host, Ruby Q. And let me just tell you right now, this show's not for fucking kids, so get your little crotch goblins out. I'm just kidding. They're cute. I love all the kids. Okay, okay. But yeah, get them out if you don't want them to hear cussing and gory details about stuff. And yeah. So this is not a kids channel. Okay. Even though I diamond paint, sometimes people are like, "Well, you diamond paint cute little animals." I'm like, "Well, which it's I'm just because I'm an adult, I can't diamond paint little cute animals." So okay. So just not to get confused. This is not a child's channel, okay? If you choose to keep your child in this live, do not hold me responsible for them saying the F word multiple times and talking about murder, okay? Just throwing that out there. I love your diamond painting. Thank you, Harvest. Melly says, this community has been my saving grace. Love y'all so much. Ready for some true crime. Well, I'm glad, Melly. A lot of you know, a lot of the time that people come on to see other people live and stuff like that is because it helps them mental health wise, which by the way, I'm talking about some crazy shit today, okay? Let's see. Naomi says, with sirens going on in the background. I don't know what I'd do without this community. Same, girl, same. Lenka, good morning, girlfriend. I don't know what I would do without you guys. I really don't. I think I'd just be like, oh God, I'd still be in that hole, okay, in that dark hole, because diamond painting and meeting all you guys has helped me come out of that hole and stay out of that hole, thank goodness. Well, damn, I'm gonna have to leave. I act like a child. You're one of the sweetest at Melly. Yeah, she is. Melly. All right, so you may hear some children in the background. I told the husband today to please do not let the children in the room or have the baby crying in the background, because no one likes to hear a crying baby. And I don't like breastfeeding when I'm telling my stories because it's just too much, okay? So you may not even hear the kids crying, okay? I was like, melatonin them away, please. So he was like, okay. I am very animated, so if I start making weird noises and talking weird, that's just who I am, okay? To be honest, I don't even want to tell these stories because I just want to talk. But I'm going to tell these stories. So, let's see. The first one I got here. So this story contains topics such as mental health, psychosis, and self-harm. So if you do not want to hear any of that, then I would suggest you leave now. And this one is called The Texas Woman Who Cut the Arms Off Her Baby. Yep, we're just gonna fucking go straight into that shit. And I'm gonna give credit to the medium.com because I don't have time to write my own shit. So this is like one of the times where I'm like, yep, I'm crediting medium.com because I did not have time. I'm in the middle of moving and getting all this moved together in boxes and shit. So anyway, all right, I'm going to minimize now and I'm going to get into the story. What is it? What is it? Why don't you just hate when like you open your computer and all these tabs like just pop up and you're just like, why are you doing this right now? Like, I don't need this. Okay, now there it is. Now let me go to my comments. I see the knives. Yes. Where are you moving to? I am moving to Oklahoma. I was supposed to be moving to Germany, but that never happened. That's another story. If you don't already know that story, I think I've talked about it several times, but I can talk about it later. Harvest Moon said, wow. Just making sure I'm not missing anything. What happened to my shit? I don't know. Let me see. Nope, not that story. Okay, right here. It's so hard having two windows open at the same time for some reason. I have so many tabs open, guys, because I'm actually going to show you, or I'm going to let you guys listen to some audio of an interrogation later. So I don't even care if I get demonetized because it's not even about that. The reason I do this is because I love it and because I know you guys love it. So whatevs. Whatevs, YouTube. Demonetize me. I don't care. Let's see. Okay, let me... How do I do this? I can't see my comment. Okay, there you go. I see my comments. I gotta get my eyes. No offense to anyone living in Oklahoma. What did Angie say? Oh wow, sorry for your loss. Girl, I love you. Yeah, look, I'm trying to make the best out of it. Okay. I already made friends, so I'm like in a wife page where I made friends with military wives, and I was like, if I don't know, I just went on there. I was like, hey, I'm going there. I'm devastated. Who wants to be my friend? And so I'm gonna try to do a lot of things over there. So it's fine. It's gonna be. It's gonna be all right. Okay. All right. Let's stop talking about that. All right. So let me start reading this off. And by the way, like I said, you might hear the husband yelling in the back, and I pause in between the story to give you my opinion and read the comments. Okay. All right. So, to most, the idea of harming a child is unthinkable. But what happens when someone believes that hurting their kid is the right thing to do? In the case of Dana Schlosser, we see how a combination of toxic religion and mental illness can lead to unthinkable actions. Okay. So Dana was born in 1969 and grew up in Texas. At the early age of 8, she was diagnosed with hydrocephalus, that's how you fucking say it, which is a condition where cerebrospinal fluids build up inside the brain. It causes massive amounts of pressure in the skull and can result in headaches, double vision, poor balance, and mental impairment. Sometimes in babies, it can result in an increase in head size. She had 8 surgeries before she turned 13, and the surgeries were on her brain, heart, and abdomen. So she was like always getting surgeries, okay? She had met her husband John while in college. She was able to graduate with a bachelor's in psychology, but John never finished his degree after skipping so many classes. The couple was married after college and had 2 beautiful daughters. Dana stayed at home with the girls while John worked in the computer science field. Their problems really began when the family had heard of a church called Water of Life. The head of the church was a man named Doyle Davidson, who was a veterinarian that switched career path to become a pastor. Pastor? Fuck. I don't know how to say it. He was more of a cult leader than an actual pastor. Is that how you say it? Pastor is pastor. With harmful teachings. He swore that God spoke to him and preached on television regularly. Okay? To give you a better idea of the kind of man that Davidson was, he preached that a victim of the infamous Columbine shooting would have been spared if he had just had more faith. What? So Davidson also believed that a Jezebel spirit had control over the city that his church resided in. Plano, I guess, Texas. He thought that the spirit would attach to women who would then lure men into sexual circumstances. Like, this guy was fucking crazy. I don't know how people go to these culty churches. So anyway, I got this diamond painting at DIY Moon Shop. Okay, so Dana and John had been living in Fort Worth, Texas, when they discovered the church. They would drive a total of 60 miles each way to attend the church and immediately fell in love with Davidson's teachings. John left his job during the time and began focusing on a consulting practice. This didn't work out as John had hoped, and the family ran into some money issues. They foreclosed on their house, and John became unemployed. While Dana did not grow up religious, she was captivated by Davidson. He blamed bad luck on a lack of faith. So Dana began to wonder if her lack of faith is what caused her family to have money issues. The family packed up their things and moved to Plano to be closer to the church. So she was like, fuck this shit. I need to go to this church because my life sucks. So at some point, John started to believe that evil spirits had attached to Dana. He began to treat her more like an object than a person and demanded that she did as he said. It was clear that Dana was suffering from mental illness. Ugh. Good. I looked at the clock and was like, oh no. Yeah, I just started reading. Okay, so because of this, oh wait, actually no, it says, let me see, what is this? So Davidson preached that mental illness was demonic possession and that medicine was witchcraft. So that's how crazy this fucking dude was, okay? Because of this, Dana did not get the help that she desperately needed. Members of the church would pray over her in an attempt to cure her mental illness. The family went to church sometimes as much as 6 nights a week and twice on Sundays. Oh my God, who has time for that shit? Oh, that's a lot of times to go to church. Crazy, crazy. So, Margaret Schlosser was born on January 9th, 2004. Overwhelmed by the birth of her third child, Dana attempted suicide. She tried to cut her wrists. John put band aids on her cuts, and instead of keeping her home with like, instead he kept her home without the proper care, right? At some point over the next few days, she was hospitalized in a mental health facility where she was diagnosed with bipolar disorder and psychosis. Now, psychosis, like, let me take a little break real quick. If you've never heard of psychosis, it is like, especially like, I don't know. Okay, I don't know how many people have kids right in this live, but there is this thing that women can get after they give birth, and it's psychosis. And what that is basically like, I don't want to say you're going crazy, but it kind of is. Like, your mental state is like, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. You can hear voices. You can see things. It's like really fucking scary and crazy, but it happens to a lot of women after they have children. So that's what she had, right? But her husband's like, put a band-aid on it like a dumbass, and didn't get her help. So anyway, Child Protective Services had had started investigating the family when Dana was spotted running down the street while she screamed. Her children had been left alone in the house. While CPS questioned her, she claimed that the characters on a TV show were laughing at her. So they were like, why were you running down the road? And she's like, Bugs Bunny was laughing at me. Okay. So anyway, after being diagnosed with bipolar and psychosis, a psychiatrist urged Dana to seek extended treatment. However, John refused. He was like, nah. CPS decided that Dana could not be left alone with her children, so the family had John's mom move in with them. Despite John's contempt for treatment, Dana began taking medication for her disorders, and things seemed to get better. Yeah, because that's what happens when you take medication for that shit. It gets better. So after her suicide attempt and diagnosis, CPS checked in with Dana and her family regularly. Over time, the visits decreased until CPS decided to close the case entirely. John found a job and began leaving his wife alone with the kids unsupervised. Okay, so Dana told John that she wanted to give her daughter to God in November of 2004. She also meant that she wanted to give her baby to Davidson, the pastor of their church. Davidson had tried to marry a young woman before, and Dana wanted Davidson to marry their new daughter. Dana dressed Maggie in white to show John, but even he was disturbed by this. John beat Dana with a wooden spoon in front of their daughters. Like, okay. There's so much for me to say right now, but I'm just going to keep reading. By this time, it was reported that Dana had stopped taking her medication. On November 22nd, 2004, Dana took a knife and cut Margaret's arms off of her body. Margaret died as a result of that. Dana then turned a knife on herself and began cutting her arms, but stopped after a rather deep cut. Maggie had passed before Dana had finished cutting herself. Dana's other daughters were at school during this, and John was at work. John had spoken to Dana on the phone briefly, and she told him that she hurt the baby before hanging up. Unsure of what to do, John called the daycare that Dana worked at before she had Margaret. Like, okay. So, let's see. It says Carolyn Thomas picked up the phone at 11:50 a.m. Dana said she hurt the baby. John had told her. Carolyn asked several questions, but ultimately ended up checking on Dana for herself. Carolyn had worked with Dana for 2 years and thought of Dana as a good mom, but the tone in John's voice made her believe that Dana may have had another breakdown. Dana picked up the phone when Carolyn called. She could hear church music playing in the background as Dana greeted her in a calm and collected manner. Carolyn asked her what she did to her baby, and Dana replied, quote, I killed her, unquote. So, let's see. David Self, a psychologist, assessed Dana after she was arrested. She told him that she had been watching the news when a disturbing story came on. The story was about a boy who had been mauled by a lion, and somehow Dana took this as a sign of the apocalypse. Dana then said that she heard God telling her to cut the arms off of her baby. During the trial, it was brought up that Dana did not receive the help that she clearly needed. Her husband hadn't been buying the medication she was prescribed on a regular basis because of religious reasons. Dana had been taking antipsychotic medications for years before she gave birth to Margaret, but not consistently. Davidson was present at the trial and even testified that he believed mental illness was demonic. He also stated that while Dana and John were regulars at his church, he didn't know them very well. Due partly to the negative attention Davidson's church received during the trial, his TV ministry was canceled. So David self-determined that Dana had suffered from postpartum psychosis and was found not guilty by reason of insanity. She was committed to North Texas State Hospital, and Dana was ordered to stay at the hospital until she was no longer a threat to herself and others. It was at this hospital that she shared a room with the infamous Andrea Yates, who drowned her 5 children in a bathtub. That's like a story for another day. So let's see. John underwent a psychological evaluation after the 3 children were taken by CPS and put in foster care. John was diagnosed with narcissistic personality traits, and it was deemed that he did not do enough to protect his children from Dana. CPS would allow John to regain custody of his children as long as his sister came to live with him. John agreed to this and later got a divorce from Dana. As part of the divorce, Dana was unable to have contact with him or their daughters. So Dana's story doesn't stop here. She was released into outpatient care in November of 2008. She would be required to see a psychiatrist once a week, be on a regular medication, and was not allowed to have unsupervised contact with any child. However, in April of 2010, she was reportedly recommitted after firefighters saw her walking down the street at 2 a.m., seemingly very out of it. She had been seen screaming and singing religious songs as loudly as possible. And Dana was released again in 2012, where she began working at Walmart. When her supervisors learned of her true identity, they fired her. And the current whereabouts of Dana Schlosser are unknown now. So what the fuck happened to this bitch? I don't know. But she's out. And she's out there somewhere, probably naked, screaming down the road. And like, why do they let people like this out? And also, I'm glad that they were like, you know, CPS was like, yeah, dude, you could have done more, and he didn't. Like, he basically literally slapped a band-aid on her and was like, you're cured, you don't need to get help. So that's just the first story, okay? Any inputs in here? Anybody want to say anything about this crazy ass fucking bitch? Let's see. I could go for brownies and swimming too. Ooh, that's so crazy. Maybe she's in chat. She's in here. She's like, what? Melly, is that you? No, I'm just kidding. Someone's like in disguise. I've been friends with them for years now. Let's see. That's right. I should have remembered that. She's working at one of my local Walmarts, probably. Like, Angie, what? I don't like brownies. Can I have Rice Krispie treats? Drea, I can make those for you. Everyone's talking about food, and I'm over here like, so, tell me, what do you think? And they're like, Rice Krispies. Like, what? What the hell? You guys are, it's so funny. You guys are so immune to, like, my like, horrific true crime stories that you guys are just like, yes, she cut the arms off of her baby. As horrific as that sounds, I'm not trying to joke about it, but that's fucking terrible. But you guys are like, if you guys want some Rice Krispies, we should have a pool party. And I'm over here like, and then, like, holy you guys are crazy, just like me. Let's see. You're amazing. She moved to Florida and is blending with the crazy. She's probably a Florida man now. Ooh-wee. Let's see. La la la. And now I take a sip. And now it begins. Yeah, we are nuts and have accepted it. Well, if I accepted it, I'm pretty sure you guys would accept it, right? Okay, next story. Next story. Let me get out of this one. Ta-da. Okay. And remember, briefly, hold on. What is this? Okay, no, right there. Okay. I briefly was like looking at these stories, so I have to read them as if it's gonna be difficult for me to read these stories, okay, and not change some things because I don't like reading off of things. So if I get confused during this storytelling, just know it's because I'm reading off of someone else's shit. Okay. Acceptance. Angie says, I'm listening. I don't know why they let them out over and over again. Either makes me angry. Nat says, I can't for anything ever understand how that can happen, but I will soon find my bottle. Bottle? Like you're drinking too? What? What? Okay. The ongoing case of another killer clown. Who here hates killer clowns? I mean, okay, everybody does. I meant to say, who here hates clowns? If you say you don't, if you said that you liked killer clowns, then you have issues. Let's see. I do. Okay, so if you opened your front door and saw a clown standing there, what would your reaction be? If you happen to value your life, your reaction should be to immediately slam the door. Let's see. If I learned anything from reading true crime stories over the years, it's that a clown at the door can never be trusted, and this story is no different. Let's see. I hate them, but only certain ones scare me. I won't walk over a sewer grate. Hate all clowns. Run. After these stories, I might be. Okay, so I don't really care for clowns. I mean, it's just someone in disguise. Now, if they're like killer clowns from outer space, then yeah, that's fucking like, come on. No, we don't do that. They're aliens. But anyway, on the morning of May 26th of 1990, Marlene Warren opened the door of her Florida home after someone knocked. I know what you're thinking, Naomi. Of course it's Florida. There was a person dressed as a clown standing in front of her with flowers and balloons. The clown handed Marlene the gifts, and she remarked how beautiful they were. She was like, weird, but these flowers are so pretty. But before she could do anything else, Marlene was shot. So, Marlene and her husband, Michael, who often went by Mike, had been having frequent arguments at the time, and Marlene assumed that the clown was a gift from her husband. Time out. If my husband ever did like a flowergram and there was a fucking clown in my front door giving me these flowers, I would divorce him, okay? I'm just gonna throw that out there. They owned a few businesses together, and the stress of work was starting to get to them. They had been married for about 20 years, and Michael was a great father to their sons, John and Joe. John had passed away 2 years prior in a fatal car accident, but Joe was present when the clown came to the door. That's pretty sad. So, at first, Joe said he thought he heard a balloon popping, but realized his mother had been shot in the head. Joe had his friends over for breakfast, and as she fell to the floor, everyone came running to help. Joe tried to chase after the clown, but he had recently broken his leg and had a cast. Everyone at the house reported that the clown very slowly turned away from the house and began to walk to his white car. The clown stopped just outside of his car and briefly looked at Joe before driving off. That's kind of creepy. So Joe and his friends jumped into a car and tried to find the clown but had no luck. Joe decided to call the police and was able to give them a detailed description of what the clown looked like. He said it had an orange wig, all white and red makeup, a big red clown nose, and brown eyes. Joe was also unsure if the clown was a man or a woman. Marlene was rushed to the hospital and immediately placed on life support. The bullet had been lodged into her spinal cord, and there wasn't much the doctors could do to save her. Naomi says, I know this story. Let's see. Melly said, Ruby, your clown during unboxing just stares me down. Everybody talks about that. Like, I should just fucking take this shit down. I'm over here like, look at this beautiful Scentsy warmer. And someone's like, all I see is that fucking clown. The maintenance guy got freaked out by it. And I was like, bruh, just do your job. It's just a painting. It's fun. It's okay. Let's see. D said, if I opened my doors and a clown was there, I'd open the door all the way and let my dogs pet them. Net said, is it too bad, Jenny? Will I not be able to sleep the little off the night that's left? I love your Pennywise clown painting. Clowns are creepy. Okay, so the investigation. So only 3 hours after Marlene was shot did police begin to receive tips saying that they should investigate Marlene's husband and a woman that worked with him. So Sheila Keane was a 26-year-old woman who did car repositions for their business. Everyone said that she was great for her job because she could be rude, aggressive, and fearless. She also carried around a gun that she and her previous husband had owned together. There were a lot of rumors that surrounded Sheila, but included a rumor that she had been sleeping with Michael in the office. Michael, what are you doing? So detectives were able to track down Michael, who was found several miles away from the house with friends heading to a racetrack. Because of the distance and friends in the car, the police decided that there was no way that he dressed up as a clown and killed his wife. However, police quickly turned their attention to Sheila. They began by calling flower and balloon shops, trying to determine where the items were purchased from. So maybe this bitch killed her, right? Detectives got a lead when they called a local costume shop, and one of the employees reported that a few nights prior, there was a woman who came in asking to see the clown costumes. The woman had come in as they were closing and was adamant that she needed a costume. She's like, I need a costume now. When the employees told her that they were closing and they couldn't show her all of the costumes, the woman bought individual items such as an orange wig, a red nose, and white makeup. Both employees working that night described to police how the woman looked. And she looked a lot like Sheila Keane. So, tracking down the balloons also proved to be rather easy. One of the balloons had "You're the greatest" written on it, and the other had an image of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, which led detectives to a specific store. The employees at this second store were also able to give a good description of the person who had bought them, and once again, the description led investigators to Sheila Keane. The balloons had also been purchased not long before the shooting. What a dumbass. Paper trail. Like, really? Come on. Ugh. If you're gonna kill someone, can you do it the right way? Like, I'm tired of these stories. They upset me. So anyway, Marlene was taken off of life support 2 days after the shooting with her loved ones present, right? After she passed, investigators decided to pay Sheila Keane a visit. She told them that she had been repossessing cars on the morning of the murders, but she could not remember what cars she repossessed. She denied having any romantic relationship with Michael. However, neighbors told the investigators that they had seen Michael coming and going from Sheila's house so often that they thought Michael was her husband. What a cheating POS. So, a car matching the description that the clown drove was found 4 days after the shooting. When investigators checked to see who the car belonged to, they discovered that it had been stolen from a car rental company. Oddly enough, Michael Warren knew of the company because he had been sued by them for using an ad that closely resembled the rental car company's name. A couple had rented the car, and due to the confusion over the ad, they called Michael's car company Bargain Motors instead of the rental car company. The couple asked where they should drop the car off, and someone told them over the phone to leave the car in the street with the keys in the visor. Ooh, that is funny. I mean, it's funny, but it's not. Inside the rental car, investigators found strands of long brown hair, just like Sheila's orange fiber, what does that say? Inside the rental car, investigators found strands of long brown hair, just like Sheila's. Orange fiber, like the ones that came from a wig, but the wig and the clown costume were never found. From this, they were able to get a warrant for Sheila's apartment and found more orange fibers like the ones found in the car. So, some justice, but not a lot. A warrant for Bargain Motors was also served. Police may not have found anything to connect him to the murder, but they were able to find enough evidence to arrest Michael for racketeering. The hell? Grand Theft Auto, uh, odometer tampering, and insurance fraud. Because of this, he served 4 years in prison, but he was never blamed for the deaths of his wife. That's strange. So they're like, you're getting arrested for all these other things that you did, but not for killing your wife. So anyway, in 2002, Michael Warren married the lead suspect in his wife's murder case, Sheila Keane. Typical. They settled down in Virginia and opened a fast food restaurant across the border of Tennessee. But it wasn't long before rumors began to swirl that Sheila had dressed up as a clown and killed Michael's late wife. Despite the looming threat of rumors, Sheila dressed as a clown 1 year for Halloween. Fast forward to 2013, and DNA testing had improved significantly. The case had gone cold, but investigators began questioning earlier witnesses again. Michael and Sheila sold their restaurant in 2016 to retire and thought that they would live happily ever after in their house on a lake. But in 2017, police set up what appeared to be a roadblock in order to catch the pair. As Sheila and Michael came down the road, a police officer stopped them. He asked for Michael's license and then walked to the passenger side to ask for Sheila's. Sheila gave it to him, and the officer asked her to step out. He then proceeded to tell Sheila that she was under arrest for the murder of Marlene Warren 27 years ago. So, what is happening with the case currently? So, Sheila Keane Warren was booked in Virginia and was smiling in her mugshot. She was moved back to Florida where she would stand trial. Her trial has been pushed back a handful of times due to COVID, and is now scheduled for the year 2021, okay, which is this year. Prosecutors are seeking a death penalty or life in prison for the murder of Marlene Warren. Joe Warren struggled for some time after his mother passed, and Michael and Joe grew very distant. Joe is their son, remember? And Joe reported that it felt like he had lost both parents. In 2016, there was a surge of people wearing clown outfits and scaring people. The internet was alive with fear of clowns, and this time was very hard for Joe because it most definitely brought up horrible memories. Oh my god, I fucking remember that. Do you remember that in 2016, how like people were dressing up like clowns and scaring people? So stupid. So anyway, he turned to drugs for some time to cope, but eventually turned his life around by opening his own construction business. Joe said that he owned the company to his mom because she taught him so much. Joe is still waiting for justice to be served for his mother. Hopefully someday soon that justice will come. Now, I have not looked up like the update on this, but that is sad. But I'm glad that her son was like, I don't like you, Dad, and I'm going to turn my life around and start new. So it kind of has a happy ending, kind of. Melly says, I like the painting, but it's just death. Death stares me. Drea says, I would shoot him back. I am normally always caring. But the guy shot the mom in the head. That's the thing. Like, I mean, I don't know, man. But, I mean, I get it. If, like, someone came to the door and shot someone in your family, yeah, definitely. Like, just fucking shoot that person, kill him. Robert, hey, Robert, how you doing? They were doing the nasty. Who would have thunk it? Why go through all the trouble to dress up as a clown when you're leaving so much evidence? Right? Like, what a dumbass. Exactly, Linka. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I said I would hit that clown if I saw one. Room mother tucker. Mother trucker. Oh, God. I have a clown story for you guys, but that's for another day. Okay, so that is this story, which is freaking insane because, like, oh my god, I've been hearing so many stories about mistresses killing the wife. Like, oh, cray. Okay, so, let's see, I'm going to get out of this. Okay, so now I'm going to do my Moonglow unbagging because, I've literally been waiting for this for such a long time. So what is okay? So I'm not gonna cuss during this segment. It's gonna be so hard. But I want to tell you guys about this amazing company that I found years ago, and I never got anything from them until now. Um, so the way I tell people about this is like, if you okay, for me, the way that I found it was because I was trying to look for, um, what is it, like birthstone necklaces and stuff like that, you know, because I've never had any and nothing like that for my kids, you know. And I would go to like Zales and I would go to K, and I just didn't like anything because it looked like, I just don't like the colors together, okay. And it wasn't what I was looking for. It's like it just ugh. So anyway, this one day, I found this website that actually shows you what the moon looked like on that special day that you pick, and they turn it into jewelry. So I was like, what? And I finally decided that I wasn't gonna get any birthstone necklaces or bracelets or anything. I was gonna get birthstone moons, right? So you put, so say you want the birth of your child. What you do is you go on there, you pick your piece, and then you can either get it in sterling silver or just silver or gold plated or like rose gold. You pick everything, and it'll tell you the moon phase. So say my son's birthday is December 3rd of 2016. That's Johnson's birthday, and it'll show me what the moon looked like. And not only does it show you what the moon looks like on your jewelry, but it also glows in the dark. Okay, so it's a beautiful, beautiful piece. It is like, it is such good quality from what I've heard. So I got myself some jewelry, and I want to show you guys because I haven't even seen it in person. Okay, I'm very excited, and I'm actually going to collaborate with them, and they are sending me a brand new piece of their collection, which I'm not going to say in this video what it's called, but they're sending me a piece that I want to share with you guys, but that's going to be a whole separate video, and I'm very excited to be collaborating with them because I feel like, I don't know, I just like the moon and planets and like celestial everything, right? And they have so much to offer on their website, and this is what the package looks like. Okay, so I want to open it. This is the first time that I'm gonna be looking at it in person with you guys. So I never got it because it is a bit pricey, but it's because you're getting quality. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, I said I would hit that clown. Okay, so I'm gonna open this real quick. Oh God, why is it so difficult to open? Oh, that's why, because it has a tab in the back, but I don't want to show my address. So I'm going to, no, it doesn't, does it have a tab in the back? Oh God, it's going everywhere. I don't like this packaging. Oh, it's everywhere. Oh, okay, so I kind of opened it really dumb, so you're gonna see all this little shit flying out. Okay, so the first thing in here is a gift that they gave me. So if you buy 2 items, you get a gift, and my gift is a chain for your glasses or for your mask, okay, which I'll show you in a little bit. Now, what I really want to show you, what I really want to see, I'm going to take this shit off of my table because it's going everywhere. Oh no, there's fuzzies everywhere. Ugh, change your packaging for God's sake. Okay, so let's see. God. Alright, I'm gonna say I don't like the packaging, like the little bag it came in. I love I love how it looks in like the little boxes, but this packaging is terrible. It's everywhere. Okay, so this is what that looks like, and this is what this looks like, okay? And it has like this little tab right here where you can, actually, you know what, I need lotion on my skin. Shit, fucking dry ass hands. Look, I said I wasn't gonna cuss, my bad, I'm sorry. Dry beep hands. Ooh, wait, there's comments? What? Oh, there is. Oh, geez. I wasn't even looking at the. I thought no one was writing anything. Like it wasn't showing me all the comments. It puts the lotion on the skin. It does. It does. Okay, so so right here. Okay, let me see. Hold on, guys. Let me open this. What is this? I don't even know what this is. Okay, so it says step 1: identify your piece of Moonglow jewelry. Okay, and these are like all the stuff, all the jewelry they have. Not all of it, but some of it, like examples, right? They have a 3 moon, they have a 5 moon, they have 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, whatever. And then it says step 2: find the corresponding numbers for each of your moon phase. So I did all the kids' birthdays on this right here, right? That's for the I got a necklace. And then this says, you've landed on the moon. We hope you love your moon glow as much as we enjoyed crafting it for you. Your order was prepared with care by, I don't know what that says. Liga? Licia? I don't know. It's in cursive. I don't know. So it tells you like their Instagram, and you can get points, and you can use those points for money off of your orders and stuff. And this is just one of their pieces. Isn't that pretty? It's like so, I love it. I love it. All right, so what do I want to show you guys? Okay, I'm going to show you the necklace, and I got it in silver. Okay, so this is what the presentation of it. It looks very, very cool. And then you open it up. Oops. And then here is, oh my God, this is so beautiful, guys. Here is, let me take it out real quick, because this paper's in the way. Oh my God, guys. Wow. You get to pick the length also, by the way. So here are my dates again. And then here is, where are you guys? Right there. Here is what it looks like. Okay. So this is a necklace that I got, and it has, the first moon is August 10th of 2012. The second one is December 3rd of 2016. And the third one is May 18th of 2019. And these are all the birthdays of my children. Okay. This, I think, oh my God, this is just so pretty. And it's heavy. Like, it's good quality. It's heavy. I know something's good quality when it's heavy. If it's like, you know, you buy like jewelry like at Forever 21 and you feel it and you're like, it's cheap. Like, no, this is not. And then the back right here has like this little engraved, I don't know what that is. Probably, oh, it's like the Moonglow engraving in the back, right? And then here are the moons. The moons. It is so beautiful. And I didn't know it was going to be this big. I thought it was going to be small. So this is so freaking beautiful, guys. I'm not even kidding. Like, wow. And then the cool thing is that you don't have to do it just for your kids' birthdays. You can give this as a gift. You can pick your marriage day. You know what I'm saying? And oh my God, this is just gorgeous. Okay, I'm going to put this down. I'm so excited, guys. Like, oh my God, this is so pretty. So here, let me see, what is this? Okay, so that's cool. So here it'll tell you the moon that you have, okay? So it'll tell you 4D. So Anthony's birthday lands on the 4D. So I gotta look for 4D. Where's 4D? 4D is the waning gibbous. It says the waning stage begins after the full moon is showing up in the night sky as slightly less than a complete orb. Similar to the waning, is that how you say waning crescent? Birthdays falling on this moon characterize those who are very intuitive and insightful, accompanied by a huge imagination. Under a waning gibbous, you fall in love selflessly. This is a perfect time to focus on yourself and take care of your physical and emotional health, whether that be by cleaning out a closet or making sure you're on the same page with a loved one. So I'm not going to read it for every moon phase, but it's cool because it'll let you know what your moon phase is, right? So that's so freaking cool. It's like, I don't know. And I was telling my sister, like, you don't even have to tell people what it is. Like, it could be something that you keep to yourself. Like, oh, what is that? Like, That's like, what are those moons? Like, you didn't have to tell them. Sometimes you just don't want to tell people. You're just like, oh, it's special to you, right? So that's the first thing that I got. And then, of course, I had to get something for myself, like for my birthday. So I got myself a charm birth charm bracelet, okay? And this is what that one looks like. So this one, I had a full moon on my birthday. So it is a charm bracelet, and it has your little, it has your birthstone. So mine's a topaz, right? I was born in November 21st of 1991, and I had a full moon when I was born. So this is what that bracelet looks like, and it is just so freaking beautiful, guys. Like, look at that. Like, it's so pretty. I love it. I love it. And if you guys do not want this Moonglow engraving, you can actually engrave it with whoever name you want. So like, you can put your name, you can put your mom's name, you can put a date, you can, like, I mean, it gives you the option to engrave the back of it, okay? So isn't that cool? And it has that little charm right there. It's so pretty. And sometimes they come out with other charms that you can actually add to your bracelet. So that is awesome. If you go to my description, I have a $20 off coupon code on your order of $100 or more. Like I said, these were pricey. I don't know if I have... did it come with a thing? I don't think it came with my... Does it come with a receipt? Shit, I don't even know. I don't think so. It's kind of weird. But I think I spent overall like $167 for both of these. I'm not sure. But, yas, queen. So I just wanted to show you this before I started my next story, because I had been wanting to buy one of these for such a long time, and I was finally able to. And the jewelry is just so beautiful. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking a picture of this and posting it on my Instagram and on my YouTube channel stories or whatever. So yeah, I can't talk about it. I can't talk about my collaboration with them, but I really want to, but I can't. So you guys are going to be seeing something cool later on. I'm just so excited that they want to work with me. I don't know. To me, this is like a small business, because it was, somebody had created this business. It wasn't just like a company like Target or anything. Okay. Someone actually created this business, this company. So here is my little glasses, or whatever the hell you want to call it, thing. You can use them for your glasses, you can use it for a mask, and this just hangs on your neck, okay? So if you don't want to use your mask, or you're like, okay, I have to run errands or whatever, this will go around your neck, and your mask will just hang on your collarbone or your chest or whatever, okay? So they have this in this color, and they have it in gold. And you actually get this for free if you order 2 items, which I did. So I got this for free. And it has like little moon and stars on it. So it's so fucking cute. I mean, it's so freaking cute. It is so freaking cute. Freaking. Woo. I need to edit. I probably have to edit this video and bleep out stuff, okay? And now I'm done with that segment. So I'm going to put this away now so I can start cussing again. Because I can't hold it in. Okay, so let me know what you guys think about it in the comments. Would you guys like to see more Moonglow unbaggings? I'm planning on getting more items from them, because they have like a plethora of stuff. Okay, I'm gonna take a drink. So yeah, I'm so excited. Time out. Hold on. I want to see this glowing in the dark thing, because it says it glows in the dark. So how does it work? It's gonna go dark a little bit for a little bit, okay? So don't trip. I want to see if this is true. Oh my god. Oh, what in the... No way. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna have to turn off this light so that you guys can see. Like, holy crap. That is amazing. Look. Look at that. Guys, it glows in the dark. Wow. And it looks so much more beautiful in person, guys. It looks like you're actually staring at the moon. Like, that is crazy. Wow, I'm shooketh right now, okay? I'm so shook. Okay, well, I'm definitely going to be buying from them again because, oh my God, that is amazing. Okay, I'm done. I'm done here. No more talking about this because I could go on and on and on. Love that it glows in the dark just like the real moon. Yes! Oh, okay. Calm down, Ruby. Woo. Like I'm wearing my little bracelet right here. So pretty. So pretty. Okay. Dee says, I'm so getting this. Girl, let me tell you, they got just, if you go to the website, they got a lot of stuff. And then, like I said, they're coming out with a new collection. I can't wait to show you. Okay, so anyway, let's regroup. It's murder time. Ruby, I was on AliExpress and they sell those moon charms on there. These right here, these are handmade, girl. I don't know. I know. Okay, so I think I know which ones you're talking about because I had bought a charm that had a moon on it, but it was like super shitty. But I promise you, this is not something you would find on. This is actually handmade. Like they actually hand make this. Okay, let's see. Which one do I want to read? Okay, so this is a story of Daniel Wozniak and Rachel Buffet. Okay, now this is a really messed up story, and I think I've heard this story so many times in podcasts, and like I don't know if I can tell it to you from like the back of my head, like I just tell it, so I'm gonna read it off. Okay, so okay, so I'm going to go by their last name. Okay, so Wozniak, a community theater actor, was convicted in 2015 of the grisly 2010 murders of his neighbor, 26-year-old Army veteran Sam Herr, and his friend Julie Kibushi, a 23-year-old college student and dancer. The killings made headlines around the world. Wozniak ultimately confessed to the killing, telling detectives he was crazy and that he shot to death Herr and Kibushi. And he said, quote, "It was all about the money," unquote. He is seen saying in video of his confession to investigators, which I'm going to show you. Well, I'm going to let you hear that video or that audio because it's fucking crazy. So specifically, it was about the money he needed for his planned wedding and honeymoon with Buffet, a fellow actor. He told police that that's the reason he killed her. Like her as in the guy, right? Herr. So Herr, his neighbor and friend, had $62,000 in money saved from combat pay. Wozniak had no job and was about to be evicted from his Costa Mesa apartment. So he was like, I need money. So Wozniak lured his friend to a theater attic, saying he needed help moving equipment, he told police. As Herr bent down, Wozniak shot him in the back of the head. When Herr asked for help, because he was still alive, Wozniak shot him again, he said in his confession. Wozniak chopped off Herr's head and hands and buried them in a park. He told detectives Herr's torso was still in the attic. That night, he performed with Buffet on stage in the musical Nine, authorities said. So after he killed his friend, chopped off his arms and his hands, buried them, and kept the torso up in the attic, he did a show. Like, how fucking crazy is that, right? So later, using Herr's cell phone, he texted Kibushi, okay, the girl, and pretended to be her. He asked her to come over When Kibushi arrived, Wozniak led her into hers apartment where he shot the girl in the back of the head. So her had a friend that was a girl, right? And what Wozniak did was he pretended to be her, double R. I know it's confusing. And he was like, hey, come over, right? So the girl went and Wozniak shot her. So, like, what the fuck? So he wanted to make it look like her had killed his friend and then went on the run, right? So if there's a dead body in his apartment, detectives are going to be like, well, where is her? You know, he left. And there's a dead body in his room, so he must have done it and ran off. Okay, that's what Wozniak wanted to happen, right? So Wozniak was arrested after the murders when he made ATM withdrawals from hers account. Dumbass. So Buffet was questioned about her knowledge of Wozniak's actions. Buffet is Wozniak's fiance. Okay, she claimed innocence, but investigators didn't believe her. Detectives performed a voice stress analyzer test, which they said would measure whether she was being deceptive. The entire testing process, she was very soft spoken, right? A retired Costa Mesa police investigator told ABC News that her answers were very mumbled and she wouldn't give them a full yes or no answer on the questions that they were asking. And he said, quote, I felt that she was deceptive and not telling us the truth, unquote. So investigators said Buffet lied during her initial questioning and omitted key details from the day of the murders, including that Wozniak had left home for 3 hours on that day. At her sentencing hearing, Buffet read a statement, quote, I hope my silence has not been misinterpreted as callous. She said, I wish I could have saved them. I wish I'd never met Daniel Wozniak. And she said, my heart goes out to her and the Kibushi families. She continued, they will always be in my thoughts and prayers. Like, really, bitch? We all know you did it too. Like, calm down. So, I'm going to read another thing off of here, okay? Because there's a lot more to this. Let's see. Okay, so at first, police believed that her was responsible for Kibushi's murder, and a manhunt for the Army veteran was launched by police. It wasn't until Wozniak hired a 16-year-old to withdraw money from her bank account, and police confronted the boy that they were led to. Then they were led to Wozniak. He was taken in for questioning at his bachelor party 2 days before his wedding. So he was the kid was like withdrawing money from the guy's account, right? And they were like thinking like, this kid, he's a kid, like how could he kill her, right? And they questioned him, and he was like, no, this guy, he told me to take this money out for him, and he'd give me a pizza or some shit like that. And like, and they were like, bruh. So that's when they were like, okay, so you know, this kid didn't do it. It was this stupid idiot like Wozniak, right? So Wozniak spent hours lying to the police about his involvement in the murder. However, his story kept changing. At one point, he told the police, quote, I saw the goddamn body. Is that what you want to hear? I was right over the body, unquote. Wozniak said, quote, I didn't touch her. I didn't do anything. I saw 2 gunshots in her head, unquote. So his story kept changing. And they thought like he's so good, well, obviously because he's an actor, right? So he's like putting up this story while they're interrogating him, and he's being like really dramatic, and they're like, bruh, we know you did it, like what are you stupid? So eventually he confessed and brought authorities to the location of her body at the El Dorado Nature Center in Long Beach. So he like told, because they couldn't find the arms and the hands, so he was like, I'll take you, and he did. So in court, Wozniak was convicted of 2 counts of first-degree murder. He was sentenced to death in September of 2016. In November 2018, a jury found Rachel Buffet, the former fiancée of convicted murderer Daniel Wozniak, guilty of being an accessory after the fact in connection to her being accused of lying to investigators to help protect Wozniak. She was sentenced to 32 months in jail. So let's see. A separate jury found Wozniak guilty of 2 counts of first-degree murder on December 16, 2015. A California judge sentenced him to death on September of 2016 here at his hearing, and he was placed on death row. However, this year, California Governor Gavin Newsom instituted a moratorium on the death penalty in his state, meaning that more than 700 inmates who are on death row, including Wozniak, are not facing execution at this point. And I think it's because of COVID, which is so stupid, because now all these people who deserve to be on death row are not dying. And I think that's the California. Yeah, that's the California governor. That governor or mayor? Can any Californians tell me? Let's see. I'm gonna look at the comments real quick. Jen said that would be such an amazing gift for anyone. Birthdays, anniversaries, and remembrance of, etc. Yes. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up button. Or next week I will be the true crime story featured. I love you, girl. Savage. Bev says, I'm looking at Moonglow. I need to get a bracelet. They're so cute, Ruby. You enabler. Girl. Bev, why are you not watching Ruby? Bev, why are you not watching Ruby? Bev said, I am watching on my iPad and looking on my phone. Naomi said, next week on Ruby Q's live, Naomi kills Bev because she's off shopping during Ruby's live. Damn. I feel like you two got to go at it because you guys are always fighting. She'll cut off my hands. Oh, well, that's different. Carry on, Bev. Governor. Yes, he's a governor. So he was like, he did that shit. Now no one's dying. So, so anyway, I wanted to show you guys audio of this guy. Oh my God. I want to show you this audio of the interrogation of this guy because it's like such a fucking crazy like interrogation. To me, it feels like he's like acting. Okay. So I hope you guys can hear it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mute myself on YouTube. I'm gonna turn my shit off because I need you guys to hear. And then I'm gonna press play.
You said you wanted to talk to me. What's going on?
I'm crazy and I did it.
You did what?
I killed Julie and I killed Sam.
Okay. Tell me how you killed Sam.
2 shots using my father's gun that I had.
And your motive behind killing Sam was?
Money and insanity.
Money and insanity. Okay. Tell me about the Sam incident and what you did.
I told him that I needed to move some stuff from the theater. I said, you need to bend down and help me lift this thing up. And when he bent down, I grabbed the gun. I never really fired the gun before, so I pulled it back and I shot him.
Okay. Is there anything that you said to Julie prior to shooting her?
No, I didn't. I got her in. I was downstairs in my apartment. I was still text messaging.
That was Sam's phone you were using?
Yes.
Okay. What sort of text messaging were you doing back and forth?
I was saying, you need to come over tonight. You need to come over tonight.
What did you say to Julie?
Julie was wearing like a crown tiara. She had just come from her brother's. I had said, like, Sam just called me and he was going through some stuff. She said, yeah, me too. I said, well, I have a key. Let's go in. I opened the door. I let us in. And then I just went to the bathroom real quick because I was really nervous. Loaded the gun again.
And?
Went back out into the hallway and then said, oh, by the way, did you see this in Sam's bed? I said, lean over. Look at it right there. And when she was leaned over, I put 2 bullets in the back of her head.
Okay. Why did you feel you had to kill Julie? What was the rationale behind that?
I was going crazy.
No, but seriously.
Seriously, to cover up Sam. And so
well, why? How would that cover up Sam?
To make it look like he was on the run and he did.
He was the one that did it.
Right. I reached a point where I couldn't believe that I was doing this. I don't know.
That's fucking crazy, guys. Like, he was like laughing. Did you hear his fucking laugh? Like, what the hell? So, if you guys didn't understand the story, because it's a little confusing, okay? Um, so this guy and his girlfriend, right? They're actors, okay? And their neighbor is an army veteran. And this army veteran, obviously, you're gonna be friends with your neighbors. So this army veteran tells, fuck, I'm just gonna go by their name because I can't fucking say her and her because it's like what? So Daniel, okay, Daniel is the killer, right? Wozniak, that's Daniel. And then his girlfriend is, what the fuck is her name? God, whatever. We're gonna go with Buffet, her last name, because I don't care about her fucking name. So Daniel and Buffet have a neighbor, and he's a veteran, okay? And this veteran guy, his name is, I believe it's, what was it, Brian? I don't want to say something that's not true. Let's see, what's his name? I always go by their last name, so I'm sorry if I don't remember his name. I feel kind of bad now. Sam. Okay, so his name is Sam. Okay, the veterans guy, his name's Sam. Okay, so Sam invites Daniel and Buffet to his apartment, and they're hanging out, and Daniel starts telling Sam how he's not doing good in his career because not a lot of people want to hire him to act. Maybe because he fucking sucks. But anyway, I guess Sam starts telling him like, oh yeah, that sucks, but I'm pretty set for life because I got like all this money from combat pay and blah, blah, blah. So he starts telling them he has a shit ton of money in his bank account, right? And I'm not going to talk shit because, maybe he wanted them to know. Maybe he wanted to talk about it. Maybe he wanted to tell someone about it, right? So he told the wrong person, who happened to be Daniel, because guess what Daniel does? Daniel fucking plans to kill Sam, which is, the guy, the veteran guy. So he tells Sam, like, hey, I need your help. I have some shit that I have to get from the attic. I need your help because you're strong or whatever. So Sam goes with Daniel, and they go to the attic of where he does his plays. Oof, excuse me. And then he shoots him twice in the head, right? After he shoots him, he dismembers him, like he cuts off his arms and his hands. And I don't know why. I don't even think any of these podcasts that cover this story know why. But either because they said they don't know why. He fucking separated the arms and the hands from the torso and buried the arms and the hands separately. Like, and it just left the fucking torso upstairs, like in the head. Like, what the fuck? So it's so weird. But he just left it up there. Like, okay. And then after that, he did a play with his girlfriend because it was like a show that night. Like, isn't that kind of like, that's so creepy. So then he's like, fuck, I need to figure a way to cover this shit up. So what does he do? He pretends to be Sam, and Sam was talking to this girl named Julie at that time. So he pretends to be Sam, and he's like writing Julie, and he's like, hey, can you come over? I'm having a rough time. And Julie's like, me too. I'll go over right now. And so Julie goes over, and she sees Daniel at the door, and Daniel's like, oh yeah, he went to go get something. He told me that you were coming, so you could just come inside and chill. So Julie goes inside the house, and Julie's like wearing a tiara because she had just come from like her brother's party or some shit. I don't know. It was like a party that her brother was throwing. And then Daniel tells Julie like, hey, there's something on the bed for you. Like, you should go look what it is. And Julie does. And when Julie's facing the bed, he shoots her twice in the back of the head. So she, like, obviously they both instantly died when they got killed. And then the cops were called, obviously, right? Because Sam's dad didn't hear from his son, and he used to talk to his son a lot. And he called to do a welfare check, and they found the scene was Julie dead on the floor of this veteran's apartment. So the police automatically thought like Sam killed Julie and left the body there and ran off, right? So they did a manhunt, but then obviously when someone like dies or someone gets killed or someone murders someone, they're gonna look at the deceased person's valuables, right? So he didn't have his wallet on him or his phone. So they were like, what's the first thing they do? They traced credit cards, right? So they start tracking the card, and they see that there was some money being withdrawn at an ATM. So they go quick, fast, in a hurry to go see who the fuck it is. And it's a 16-year-old kid. And they're like, what the fuck? So they tell the kid, like, what are you doing? Where'd you get this card? And then he tells them, like, well, this guy gave it to me. And he said that he'll get me pizza if I take this money out for him. Which is stupid because he couldn't even take out that amount that he, like, the 63 grand or whatever the fuck. He couldn't take that amount out. So this Daniel guy's an idiot. So anyway, he tells him, like, who was the guy, and then he tells him who it is. And then that's when they start interrogating him, and that's all the shit that you guys heard. And he finally confesses, like, yeah, I did do it, and blah, blah, blah. He confessed to the whole thing, okay? So that's the story, how... and then they're like, so why did you kill Julie? Like, what the fuck did she have to do with it? And he was like, well, she was just to cover up what I did. Like, that's so messed up. Like, he had to kill someone else to cover up what he did. Because he thought he was going to get away with it. Like, what a dick. You know what I'm saying? What a dick. Probably dismembered, so identification of the body would be more difficult. But he kept the head, like what, like up there with the torso. Like they have like, they could do what is it called? The dental shit that they do. I think I recall him claiming he wanted to buy his fiancee a ring. Was part. Yes, so with that money, he wanted to go on a honeymoon and pay for his wedding. Do everything, like, with his fiance with Sam's money. Like, what an idiot. Max out of an ATM is like 300, 500 per day. Oh my, I love how you guys put emojis. Like, you guys are making this story so soft right now. Ooh, I think Miss Coffee missed the moon glow.